setting the scene in your story can be a challenge for some people because you really are trying to strike a balance because you want people to understand where they are. You want them to be able to feel and understand the environment that the story is taking place in. But at the same time, you don't want to overwhelm them with too much detail that it becomes a distraction. Yet you don't want to underwhelm them to the point that they're questioning, what is the environment like? What are the characters experiencing? And so I'd be curious to hear what other writers feel about this in terms of setting the scene and what makes sense. How can you naturally set the scene without overloading the reader, or worse, perhaps, not setting the scene enough and leaving the reader to question where this whole thing is taking place at, what is this environment like, and how do these characters fit in this environment? So that's a question that I think a lot of readers have sometimes when they're reading stories, and I think that's a question that a lot of writers have throughout the time that they're either writing or editing their stories to make sure that they're setting the scene properly and not info dumping to the point that the reader is going to be mind numb to death, or not giving them enough so they can't really feel what the character is feeling. So it's a fine line that you have to walk as a writer, and some do it better than others, but many of us are a work in progress with it, trying to find the way to properly set the scene and not go overboard, but at the same time, not skimp so much that we don't give the reader enough to sink their teeth into.